What's up guys? So recently I've put my 3D printer inside the house. It's in that shed. You want a little preview? So we don't always have to lift the top. We can just open the doors, but since I'm showing you everything, I'll go ahead and lift the top. The top goes up just like that, and then the two doors open like this. I have a fan right here that's just pushing air into like that way. Normally I'll have the AMS closed, but I'm printing with this spool next, and I wanted to like monitor it and see how it does. So that's why that was open. And then we have this exhaust fan here, and that's pulling air out of this containment area. Now it's not 100% sealed, but you know, if the air is being sucked out that way because of the negative pressure, since it's mostly closed off, the air is gonna all go out that way. And so I have right now the Bamboo printing a part right here, and I have my dehumidifier, and I have a spool of wire, that's wire going in here to power everything on a surge protector, and then just some equipment down here. The table fits in here just nicely, and this is part of the thing that printed. We're gonna put it together, but you can see it's like a funnel. Check that out, guys. And the other part is printing in here. So these two are gonna go together. Oh, and that's just a big box of filament. And these funnels are gonna go in the back. So if I go ahead and I close this and we look back here, we can see that exhaust fan right there. And the funnel is basically going to go over it. So it's gonna sit on here and it's gonna suck the air out this way. So pretend the funnel is on there. I also got a tube, which is coming tomorrow. So we'll continue this tomorrow, but it basically is gonna go out here, and then it's going to sit, and the window is going to have the air exhaust out of it. The window slides open a little bit. We'll just lock it at one point, and we'll have all of this be where the air is exhausting out of. So I'll wait for that to finish printing, and then I'll show you the assembly process. Since it's going to be inside, I'm making it out of PLA, and it's not gonna get too hot. So again, PLA, and then we're just going to hot glue it together. It doesn't need to be like crazy sturdy or anything, because again, it's inside. It's just gonna sit in the back. It's gonna be undisturbed. So we'll see how that is when it's done. Now this, to print the whole thing, it took quite a bit of filament. At night, literally at 12 p.m., for some reason, I got an alert that the AMS was stuck. I was sleeping, so I couldn't like do anything about it, and so it's taking longer to print. It was supposed to be done overnight, but yeah, I got that error. I came out and I checked in the morning, and it was like not stuck, so I just continued the print, and it printed fine. And then I ran out of filament, and for some reason the AMS didn't switch over to the next one, so I had to manually go over there and switch it. That's why it is gonna be like a little bit black, because I ran out of white PLA. I'm done printing in PLA, so I'm not gonna pick up any more, but yeah, that is pretty much the difference in the color. So we're gonna wait for that one to finish printing. When that's done, we'll assemble it, and we'll put the hood back on, or we'll put the hood on the back. Now I'll have everything linked below, so if you want to have a 3D printer setup, or if you have any questions, this shed has been great. The exhaust fan is great. It comes with a little remote, and then I'll have the file for that little funnel thing that I'm making, so it's perfectly for that fan. And yeah, you can just put it there. I'll have everything in the description below, and then we'll take a look at it when it's fully done, and then we'll start building it together. So a day for me, 2 seconds for you. You know what's funny is I said it's gonna be delivered tomorrow. I was thinking that today was yesterday, but now that today's today, it actually just got delivered now, and the print just finished printing. And that is it with the whole two-tone. It's two-tone because we ran out of the white filament, but that made it go together really good. And then this is where it stopped right here, but the lines are not really noticeable. The bed adhesion was really good, so I'm super happy with that. Big tree here. See if we can break it off. I want to be careful because there's a lot of support here, so we're actually gonna break it off little by little. That is a lot of filament right there, but it's like mostly hollow, so it's okay. So we have this piece and we have this piece. And like I said, because it's just gonna be inside, we're just gonna hot glue them together, and it's just gonna be one big piece that looks like this. It's just one big hood. So this is how it's going to exhaust, just straight out of here. And I'm gonna go upstairs and get the other pieces for this right now. Okay, so it looks like this is the whole hose that's going to be, or it is, compressed. And so I think it's 8 feet long, and then it is 6 inches on the side. And that's cool that it can compress like this. So if you don't need all the excess, you don't need to have the whole excess like expanded. Oof, I made this a little bit too small. Uh-oh. Dude. Oh man, so I made the funnel like 6 inches, and this is 6 inches. So obviously this isn't gonna be able to go around this very well, like whatsoever. Shoot, it's a metal ring, so I wonder if we can like stretch it. All right, I was able to just barely stretch it over, but in the design that I'll have in the description, I'll update it so the end of the funnel is actually smaller, and so you'll be able to fit this no problem. But I guess not really that much smaller, because it's good that it's super tight on here. And then it comes with these duct clamps, so that's what we're gonna put around here. It has two, one for each side. Okay, we don't need to like crank it down super tight, we just have to make it tight enough to where this isn't gonna go anywhere, and so that's perfect. On this version, there is a little bit of a gap right here. On the final version, there won't be that, so we're just gonna seal it with some hot glue. If you're like really trying to seal this, you should probably use some silicone caulk. That's what I would recommend, but since we're indoors, this should be fine. Now I'm gonna take this to my desk where I have like a thing that will put the sides together, and then we'll put this piece together, and then we'll put it on the back, and then we'll set up the whole window part. Now, if you need a better seal, or just in general, I might even go over this, I would use some silicone caulk. But you can see it's pretty much, we're just going over the seam right here, all over the outside. I have it turned over right now, and then also on the inside. So both sides, we're gonna want to go over the entire seams. And like I said, if you are using this in a more like pressurized environment, you need it to be a little bit more secure. I would use either epoxy, or I would use some of this silicone caulk. And I'll have this in the description below as well. So if you need it, you can check that out. It's pretty much like hot glue. It takes a little bit longer to harden, but it will last longer, and it's more durable, it's more pressure sealed. So, you know, like I said, I might go over what we did here with that anyways in the future, but I just want to print some more right now. So let's get this on, because most of my filament is ASA. I opened up the window, and we're going to take the little this thing, what I don't know what it is, it's like a helps with the exhaust. We're gonna put that on first, and then we'll put the hood on. Or should we put the hood on first? Let's put this on the window first. So this is how you do it. I'll have this one also linked. We'll just do a time lapse, or like a real quick me doing it, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. So let's hit it the window. So they say that you can cut off the X's. I'm just gonna leave it there in case I ever move somewhere else, but it looks pretty good. The Velcro sits nice and tight. Take your time while doing this. Make sure you put everything exactly where you wanna put it. But I would say mine looks pretty good. It sits very well. The Velcro is very strong. The 3M is really strong. Now let's go ahead and put our exhaust fan in here. Whew. All right, I can feel the fan coming out of here, which is really good. So now we're just gonna put that to the window. All right guys, so this is the window, this is what it looks like. And from outside, it looks pretty sealed from top to bottom to me. I don't know if you can hear the fan. Put the mic right here. But it's definitely blowing through. I can feel it coming out of here. And what's good is we still can't really see inside if the blinds are closed. Now I wanted to show you this is actually blowing out air. So if we put this up here, we see not really any movement, but if we put it down here, you can see it's really getting pushed away. So up here, nothing, then we go here. Yeah, it's really being pushed away. So the fan is really strong. I had a second game plan to put another fan at the end, but it looks like I'm not gonna have to do that because the air that's being pushed out is already really being pushed out. So I'm really happy with the results, and now I can print ASA on the inside without having to worry about the toxic fumes. If you have any suggestions for this setup, any possible future setups, any tips, tricks, whatever have you, let me know down below. And if you want the shed, the hose, the window thing, all of that stuff will be linked down below. Go ahead and pick it up so that you can get your 3D printer up and running, and yeah, make some cool stuff from the inside, from the comfort of your home, from your office being right here. It's super sick having it right next to me. All right, y'all, stay following for some more 3D printer stuff, because now that this bad boy is right here, we got a lot more coming.